And local means beehives, bakeries, and local farmsteads.
Back here, It'll Make It Clear, it's your host Rob Lowe, bringing y'all season 2 of Humble Yourself. We back here with these good interviews, and we here. Hello. New spot, not new spot, new angle. And we got Cookie B in the building.
Hey, what's up? I feel good. Hello,
doing
friends.
good. How you doing? Hey, I'm ready for this one. You ready, D?
I am definitely ready. Can I kick it off?
It's on you.
Why do you love yellow so much? I gotta know. What age did it kick off? How did it kick off?
I think I always liked yellow, but when I was growing up, it was black, white, red, and yellow because of Mickey Mouse. So I was like, all right. Yeah,
I was about to say Wiz Khalifa.
It was
black and
no,
yellow.
it was Mickey Mouse. It was Mickey Mouse. And then I realized I didn't wear red. I didn't really care for red, and I was like, So this was maybe like I was undergrad, and so I'm in college, and I was like, I don't really wear red. I don't really like red. I was trying to minimize my wardrobe, trying to downsize a little bit. I was like, I think I like yellow. So that's when I started liking the color.
Okay.
I changed my wardrobe completely, like, because I used to have other colors.
Gotcha.
So I've been like all black, white, and yellow for maybe like 5 years now. So.
Because I'm saying on the merch website that it's black, white, and yellow.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm telling you, she got t-shirts, crop tops, hoodies, sweatshirts, keychains.
The BT?
The BT.
What they know about the
Man,
BT?
the BT, you talking about the baby T?
The baby T, the old
baby T, come on, man.
Same.
Everything, the frames, the
Yes.
I want to get into that also. The
Take
take
care.
care frame, right? You have anxiety, you have trauma. So explain more into detail about
Into
that.
Take Care.
Logo.
So the Take Care brand, so it's kind of like a sub brand of all of my things. So I have a poem called Take Care, and it touches on just mental health capacities and things, like the idea of like what it means to take care of yourself in a sense, right? There are a lot of people in my life who struggle with their mental health, whether they're diagnosed with a mental illness or something, or they just battle with depression and anxiety and all of that stuff. So the poem was kind of written with them in mind, and this idea of like how a lot of it is we have so much power to just take control and to switch things around and to turn things. So it's kind of motivating in that sense. So the brain art, which is also the album cover for the single for that poem, kind of takes all of the different elements of our mental health. So it could be, so in the brain art, you'll see bipolar, you'll see schizophrenia, you'll see depression, you'll see trauma, you'll see brokenness, all of the things that kind of shape our neurons and our mental capacities and affect the state of our brain. So you take all the words and then I'll put them in this beautiful little art that looks like a brain. So this is dope. This is probably my favorite thing I've thought of.
That's fire. That's fire. Just based off of that, people could tell how deep of a person he is. You know what I'm saying? So with all them words that's going around in the brain, right? So how you put your poetry together? Because it got to be a long process of you putting stuff to scrap that, and I don't like that, come back to it. Like, is it a long process for you, short?
No, I can't say that it's long. So I have like 2 different styles of poems. There are the longer pieces, which are they could be like 2.5 to 4 minutes long. So Take Care kind of fits in that. So those are like the performance, if I got a feature type of thing, if I'm going to an event, those pieces are longer. And then I got the mini poems, which you see a lot of on my Instagram and social media accounts. Those are 30 seconds to a minute. And those come easy. Those I can like wake up and I'll have a thought or something will be heavy on my heart or whatever it is, and it's like in the time that I'm leaving the house to getting to the gym, which is like 7 minutes from my house, I could write one of those 1 minute poems if something is on my head that heavy. So it just depends on like what's in my head, what's dwelling, 7
minutes is crazy.
It's crazy, right? Like the repeat process is crazy. The longer pieces usually start off as a thought, and I may sit down and it's like it'll run through my brain and it's like, oh, okay. I'll pull out my recorder, or if I'm able to like type something up like on my phone or something, I'll write out whatever's happening in my head. And then I'll pause. It's like either I got time to continue it in that moment, or I'll pause and it's like, all right, I'm gonna come back when a next thought comes. And sometimes it'll flow just depending on what I'm doing. So it's like I could say I get home from the gym, it's like, all right, make some breakfast, and then it's like, oh, oh, okay, wait, let me type
You
that
stop,
out.
But do you
And
stop
then-
with that when
So-
if you cooking? Like, is you thinking about eggs? Like,
I'm
is you
about
thinking
to
No,
about
say,
when
like,
we
what
think
is
about
like,
eggs,
what's the
it could
connection?
be, yeah, there's no, it's not connect. It wouldn't be connected to cooking. It could be connected to wherever my brain is in that moment. So it could be, oh, this friend was going through XYZ, so that's the kind of dwelling in my space. Or I read an article that morning that made me think about something, or I saw a post about a particular topic that gave me an opinion about something, and then my brain will like respond to it. So the way that I see spoken word is like, it's a form of communication for me. I'm like, it's art, it's nice and all of that stuff, but it's like a level of communication in a sense, right? Like, there's a topic, there's a theme, there's a matter or cause or whatever, and this is my response to it, or this is how my mind is responding to it, and it just comes out in a rhyme. So, yeah.
So did it come out naturally? Like, did you, as you go into this poetry, did it like, you know, was you a fan of anybody, or was it?
No, surprisingly, I did not like. I mean, I love rap and lyricists and all of that. I'm not a fan of poetry, which is ironic, right?
Shit, what else I want in this joint? He got the coffee, he got the t-shirts, ooh, got the shoes, oh, he got the... Oh, what's up, y'all? Boy, Coach D here, 52 Old Street, open market with it, you know what I'm saying? Pull up Northwest, D.C. If you on a Monday, lucky Monday that is, they got the pineapple sodas, they got the lemonade iced tea. Matter of fact, take it back on you. Got the grape soda for auntie days back in the fridge, you know what I'm talking about. And then, you know, I keep it in the stash because, you know, back at that corner store, we had to, you know, keep it in the stash. Hold on. I got one in the pocket for you. There we go. And that strawberry soda, man. So pull up, open market, 52 Old Street, Northwest, D.C., you know.
Which is ironic, right? So I don't have poet inspiration, the spoken word artists who've inspired me on this journey, because I'm like, I listen to rappers. Like, I think about my quiet time and stuff, and it'll be like rap music playing, and I'm like, yeah, I'm at peace sitting there like, Cookie, what the hell? It's like, so it's that dynamic. But I was in school when poetry or spoken word came to me. I remember saying a prayer like, yo, I just want to know how to communicate. Like, I got to this stage in my life where I was doing some reflection. It's like, yo, I'm really quiet, but I really want to like add or help the people that I'm like, the people in the spaces around me and all of that stuff, and be a connection or a resource or whatever that looks like, or just learn their stories and all of that. But I had trouble with like putting myself out there and generally like communicating. I'm like I can laugh, I can talk, I can make a joke, but when it comes to having more intentional conversations, like I get stuck. I will trouble with words. You think like, but you a poet, like how you have trouble with basic conversation? It's like, no, I do. Like, if you ask me a question straight on, I might stutter a little bit, I might go around the bush a couple times, and then it's like, give me a second, let me write down what I think, and then let me repeat it back to you. So but yeah, so it came there, and then so I'm like, yeah, I just want to know how to talk, like generally talk. And a few days later, or maybe like a week, I can't remember the exact timeline, but shortly after that, I got a phone call from a lady who was a part of an organization in the town that my school was in, and they're like, hey, we need somebody to come, you know, we're wondering if you could do a poem at this, you know, we're having this big community event for 9/11. We're wondering if you come out and do a poem. And mind you, I had never written a poem before. I had never thought about writing a poem before. I didn't even like speaking in front of people. So I'm like, ma'am, I don't know who sent you and who gave you my number, but you got the wrong girl. I was just like, it's the wrong one. It's not me. And she just laughed, and she's just like, oh, I'm pretty sure we got the right one, so you can call us back when you know. And I was just like, okay. I mean, I heard some stories before, but you said that a little too confidently for me to brush you off, so I will assess. Kind of took my little time and got peace about the idea of it, and it's like, okay, well, if I'm supposed to do it, it must be about to come to me, because I don't know, I don't write poems. Right. And the first poem that I wrote, I was sitting in my dorm room, it was 9 p.m., and I was like, all right, 9/11, whatever, where was I at, what was happening? And this thing just ran through my brain, and it's like, okay. And then I repeated it, and then the next part came, and I repeated it, and so it's like the more I read it, the more stuff added on to it. So from 9 to 2 a.m., I wrote out my first poem and memorized it. And then I closed my little notebook, and was like, okay, when Sunday
You had
comes.
to be feeling it for you to memorize
I had to memorize it, right?
whole
I just
night.
felt like I had it, and then no part of me thought like, oh, okay, I can just read it from my paper. I was just like, oh, this is your first time doing it, and my brain is like, I'm reciting it. It was just like, so, oh my god, and maybe that's like my rapper side, because in my brain I'm like, I mean, I'm a rapper without bass in the trunk, you know? And it's like, what's that mean? It's just I'm a rapper without bass in the trunk. Like that's what I am. So I recited it that night when I wrote it out. Didn't look at it again until the day I was supposed to perform it, and I remember calling my brother like, yo, I'm real nervous, I'm scared, you know, mind you, I talk like this. Hey, I'm Cookie, like, you know, and it's like, oh, she cute. And then I get up there and my voice like switches, and this poem comes out, and I go off stage, okay, thank you so much, bye-bye. And everybody just looking like, that's the same girl who walked on the stage 5 minutes ago? Like, who was that? And just unknowing to it, you fast forward and like I finally, like, it took me a year to look at a video of myself, and I was just like, who is she? So it kind of, grew on me in that way.
That's fine. That's fine. I see. Like you saying, you come out of your shell when you get on the stage. Like poetry helps you come out of your shell. So my question to you with that is like, it got to be, you can't, when you go out to these events, you probably judging yourself off of more than just your poetry. Mm-hmm. It's also like how you interact with people. Do you feel that, like when you leave an event, do you say, damn, I just killed it on stage and I was open enough to talk to people afterwards? Like, do you think about stuff like that?
Yeah, it's more whole picture, and it's less about like, dang, I just killed it on stage. Like, if anything, it's like, okay, that was cool. I think I recited it in the way that I wanted to. Like, I think I met my marks in my brain. But then there's the idea of like, but then I connected with this person, and this person cried, and then they came up to me afterwards or before the event, like people that I would meet, like. It's funny. When I have performances or features and stuff, I'm like the one I'll be in the crowd. I'll go through the regular line and like, okay, I'll wait and get in front and like, oh, you're like, oh, I'm Cookie, I'm the feature, and they're like, nigga, why you in line? Like, so I'll go sit down like a regular and just interact with people in the crowd. So you might find me like offering my seat up to somebody or getting somebody a cup of water or something, and people are like, oh, this is a nice girl. She was sitting next to me. She's so sweet. I didn't come with nobody, and I sat next to her. And then they'll call me on stage, and I'll be like, be right back. And they just like, okay, sure. I said, can you take my seat? Can you watch my stuff? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then they see me on stage, and they're
sitting next to the superstar.
And I'll do like this 20-minute set, come sit back down, and they be looking at me like, who the hell are you? Like, I didn't know. You didn't tell me you was not. So like, oh, this is fine. Like, don't worry about me. And they're just like, what the heck?
Light work.
Like, but I get more of a kick out of the interactions and stuff that I have with people in the space. So, yes.
Like off your poetry?
Yeah, I seen somebody cry before, and I'm just like, oh man, she needs tissues. That's crazy. I gotta keep going.
Hey, that's what's up.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, there was one event where I wasn't on the stage. It was more like an open room space. So I kind of just maneuvered in the poem to like, okay, let me find some tissues and walk to her and pass her some, and I'll sit here while I'm talking. It was just like
the generous in her.
Outside, it's cold out this motherfucker. If you need something to drink though, it's tea time. It ain't that type of tea. It ain't that type of gossip. We got the green tea right here. Y'all might need that, but hold up. We got the chamomile too. Y'all probably ain't even know how to pronounce that junk, but y'all done seen that shit before. Hold up. We covered with the ginger tea. Now niggas know it's for the smokers right here. And then the peppermint junk. Shit, this must be the big red flavor. So I mean, I wish I knew how to juggle. But this the tea time. You want to get that?
I just want to get more into it. Y'all seen battle rappers messed up. So just picture somebody walking off the stage to find some tissue. Like that is mind blowing to me. But go ahead. You know.
Hell yeah, I know about it. And that's another reason why I fucks with it. Cause it's like to grab somebody's spirit like that with no beat. It's crazy. It's just all your words, and it's uplifting for real, for real. That's what I hear with all of your poems, for real. Like even like how you interact with different people, it just seemed like you were a wholesome, uplifting person. So talk about where that come from.
This old lady in my head. So I swear it's an old lady that lives in my brain. But I think it comes from when I was growing up. I admired my grandmother, my mom's mom. She just loved people so much, and I used to just admire the way that she was just easily able to just like, she's just accepting everybody. She just giving herself away.
Everybody grandma.
Everybody grandma, and it was like, okay, we can share it, until she started babysitting some kid at my house, and I was just like, I don't know about this one. I mean, you can come, but you can't like keep coming. Like I was a little jealous, but it was just like she was so open and loving and generous, and she used to always just be like, oh, I love everybody. I'm like, that's a cool spirit. I want to be like that. So fast forward, and as I set my life up, it's like, I'm like, I want to be that generous person. I want to be that lady. Is so crazy. That's why it's old lady in my head, because I'm like that lady in the neighborhood, and the kids are like, oh, Miss Cookie, like we were going to Miss Cookie's house, and I'm like, I don't have nothing for you. I don't have no toys. I barely got snacks or anything, and they're just like, we just want to sit in your house, please. And I'm just like, I guess you just want to be around me, okay?
Auntie Cookie is crazy.
Auntie Cookie. Yes. So wanting to, kind of seeing my grandmother, and then wanting to kind of cultivate that energy for people. And then there's also this sense of belonging. So part of my story, like I've had my periods of isolation, or periods where I just felt misunderstood in a sense, and was more disconnected from community. And because I desired it so much, and desired to like feel like I belong somewhere or be set somewhere, I cultivated spaces for other people. So I would be the person that's like, okay, I'm a host game night or an event or a birthday thing or something, to bring other people together so that they can join in connection, and never really plugged myself in that sense. But because since that's part of my story, it's like being able to create that sense of belonging, whether it's because I'm hosting an event or because I walked into a space. In a sense, it's kind of like my MO and my vision for my life. So yeah.
Okay, so when I walked into a space, actually recently, y'all, to go grab some bananas and some strawberries, I happened to see Cookie D.
Every community needs a heartbeat to connect it. That's Giant. We were born in the DMV, and we celebrate its DNA. And we're here to feed your love for where you live. Giant, this is home.
And Giant, I already seen the commercial, so...
She wasn't shopping. She was there. She wasn't working.
Every aisle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
That is so funny.
Yeah. Well, every other hour. I'm gonna give props to the other dude that took his picture. His respect. So
somebody else up there.
Yeah, it was somebody else.
The other guy.
Mm-hmm. But poetry, rap. How did you fall in line with
the Giant commercial? Yeah, the question of the year, right? The marketing agency for Giant found me on Instagram, and they
shout out to social media.
Came to her.
Right, shout out to social media. And when you first, it's like, hey, we're working with our company's working with a big brand that's in the DMV area. They're looking for spoken word artists. Wondering if you would be interested in a campaign that they got. And it's like, you gotta check, like, you this spam be spamming. So it's like, I don't know what kind of information you need from me. Let's see if this is even real. Let me go to your page. Let me see who you connected to. I don't even know. This is like your personal page. It's not even, I don't see nothing about work on your page. It was so, like, kind of sketchy. And it's like, let me just trust the process. Like, okay, interested. You can send me some. I was like, I look like she got some mutual people. She seemed like a regular person. Okay. So, sent my connect. I said, all right, yeah, you can send me an email. Gave my email. I was like, my email job public. So, okay, we'll give them the public email. And then she sent me the details and shared more information. And I was just like, okay. So they invited me to the casting. And from there, the director and team kind of just fell in love with me. They're like, oh, this is our girl. And I'm just like, oh. She's like, look at you. Your nails are yellow. My nails are yellow. You got a bee. I got bees. I was like, this is hilarious.
Giant got some yellow logo.
They do. I was like, and it's funny. So when they did my wardrobe, how they were talking about wardrobes and stuff. So they're gonna set you up and and they was like, "Don't worry, Cookie, we got your yellow, you're good." And I was like, they said we checked your page out. You can wear your B necklace. You're all good. And I was just like, oh, I'm in heaven. Okay, thank you. So I was just making sure. I was just making sure. So yes, and it was crazy because the mood boards they did for my outfits. When they put them together, I had something to go with everything that they put together. Like, yeah, we just want to let you guys have something that looks like one of these. And I'm like, I got all 5 of them. Would you want big? It was just like they said, like she really got everything.
Yellow
So
down to the socks. You got to know. Y'all see Cookie, it got to be at least 2, 3 yellows.
always something.
Do it matter what shady? I don't even mean to break up the school. Do it matter what shady yellow? Bright yellow, like Lakers jersey yellow. You feel
You
me?
know,
It's
it doesn't-
opposite, yo.
It doesn't matter what shade as long as there's something. But my favorite is like that lemon or banana sunflower.
Lemonade, yo.
The sunflower or like banana yellow in a sense. So that's like that sunshine yellow. It's like I like that yellow the most.
How you feel about gold? Is
I
that-
like gold.
okay,
It kind of
okay.
blends. That's my accent color.
Yellow
Look,
on cold.
that's why you love a little gold, and I love a little gold. So yes, it's right in the yellow family. So it's just like a little glow to it. It's
Gotcha.
nice.
Nah, big props up on the giant. Everybody going to see her eventually. Like,
So
shit,
great.
that was
That's
facts.
for the
Nah,
thing.
for real. But I want to get to your album. Can I call it an album, a mixtape? Because
EP, little giant little.
you was talking about it earlier. We was talking about, people. We was talking about people, and you liking rap and all that. But I feel like you was a rapper on this joke because I didn't even know you was gonna pull the beats out on them.
So funny.
Look, Atoms of a Broken Brain. Let's talk about it.
It's so great. It's so great. I don't know. It's funny when I was in the studio and when I set the track, my engineer, I'll be like, all right, these are the names of the tracks. Send me what you got. And then he'll send me like a folder of melodies. And so I'm listening through and then I'll match them and I'll send them back. And he's like, bruh. And I was like, I like them. I think they can work. So one of them, so then I go in the studio and he'll play the tracks and I'll listen for a little bit to get my cadence together. It's like, okay, I could probably do this pre-studio, but here I am. Well, I'm gonna just listen to it like 20 times and then I'll tell you when I'm ready. And so I'm getting the cadence together and I was like going like, I'm like, dun, dun. And he's like, are you rapping? And I was like, mind your business. I feel like that's the only way I can do it. He's just like, I can't wait to hear the rap. Wow, what this is gonna be. But yeah, he's like, I be forgetting like you can't hear everything that I'm saying in here. But I really need you to stay on that side of the window. So, but yeah, so there's some rap in there. It's funny. And then it was like this part on the first one, which is called The Induction, which is like it's an introduction to like how our mental health gets affected in a sense. So it kind of introduces, it's like, yo, we'll go through traumas and things and experiences in life that trigger things in our brain or that throw off something in us. And then now it's like, it's like I was a kid and then this happened and now I'm over here. Now I'm shifted. So it's like we get inducted into this mental fight, into this mental, like this depressive state, whatever. It's because it's like, it'll come up if you go through some type of sexual harassment as a kid, like it's going to show up in the way that you grow, like as you're growing and all of that stuff. So that first poem, The Induction, so it's like there's this part in it where this cadence like switches completely. It was hard, heavy, head tight. And he was like, did you mean to do that exactly when the beat did
cranking.
that with it? And I was just like, it just worked out like that. That's crazy.
Y'all got head. Trying to tell you, I ain't never heard a poet on beat.
So freaking cool. So
Oh,
yes,
man.
hey, the rapper without bass in the truck, but with the little bass in the truck. It's the
There
same
you
time.
go.
So my last question, I'm a flip it just to give them a little refresh on season 1 and season 2.
Okay.
Season 1 I was doing the Mount Rushmore, asking everybody at Mount Rushmore. But season 2 I'ma flip it.
Okay.
Oh,
I'ma
shit.
do a test.
Dang.
I'ma do a test because I listen. I know you like rap, but do you
Okay,
like
let's see
R&B?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I know.
So I'm gonna mix it in.
I be knowing songs without artists, so let's see what you got.
I'm gonna mix it in. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you to give the answer to the real name of an R&B or rap artist.
That's crazy.
Okay, so we're gonna start off easy. We're gonna start off easy with this.
All
50
right.
Cent.
Curtis Jackson.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank
Okay.
you, thank you. Hold on, I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. We're gonna do 5. We're gonna do 5. I ain't gonna hold you long.
Not
Okay.
3. Okay.
We're gonna shake it a little bit. We're gonna shake it. Erykah Badu.
That's not her name.
That'd be my guess. Shit. Erica Williams would be crazy.
I wasn't prepared for this. We're gonna give you a lifeline. We're gonna give you a lifeline.
What's her name?
I do it like this.
Dang, I'm
First name is. You know her first name?
You know her first name.
I think you know her first name too, because you just
Gotta
said it.
be.
Yeah.
Erica.
Erica.
Erykah. Alright, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to do some poetry, y'all. I don't know. I'm trying. But it's Erykah Wright. It's Erykah Wright.
Erica Wright.
Right?
Erica Wright.
Oh, right.
Mhm.
See, that's why I'm throw me off.
Listen,
Alright, I'm
I'm
gonna
about
take
to
it.
lose.
I'm gonna take
I mean,
it.
I'm alright. I got 1.5 points.
Oh yeah. We was 1 for 2.
1 and a half.
1 for 2 right now, going to 5. Alright, so I'm bring the notch down a little bit.
We on 2 different pages.
I'm gonna go with Usher. Alright, so we Usher Raven, so 2 out of 3, right? Going to the 4th one. I don't know, cause you ain't get Erykah Badu. I don't know if you're ready for this one.
I'm not, but come on.
Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys? Her name is not Keys. It's not Keys, but it is Alicia. It's not Beats
Okay.
either, even though her husband is Swiss Beats, and that's not his name. So we go.
So what's another hobby you like to do other than poetry and rap?
Bacon.
Okay, what bacon consists of? What's a different word for bacon? I guess.
Cook.
Alicia Cook?
Yep.
Interesting.
So you got it.
Like I'm
I
on
ain't-
your side, like
you
I'm
know.
trying to figure it out too. I'm helping you out like
Thank you so
shit.
much. 'Cause
All
he
right.
I didn't even.
Last one.
Okay, last one. You were-
That was 5?
No.
Okay. Last
What
one.
you trying to get out of?
She tried
Well,
her, yo.
we
She
4
tried
for
her.
5. We 4 3 for 4. Cisco.
Cisco.
What?
How the fuck you supposed to know what Cisco name is?
You could say Chris
I-
Brown.
Oh man.
I don't know.
The
Cisco's
last one
name.
gotta be hard. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
It was that or Patti LaBelle.
I would have said Patty LaBelle.
Okay, I don't know this one.
Mark Andrews.
Mark, that nigga played.
How you get Cisco from Mark Andrews?
I ain't even know him.
That football?
Wait a
Not the
minute.
football player, y'all. We talking about Cisco. Cisco
He said it was
Cisco been in the game for a minute now,
He
y'all.
has. He been out of it for a minute too.
Shots.
He
I love
still
it,
got
though.
movement. He still got movement.
I love it. What's that? 3 for 5. So, you know.
60%. I don't know. It's just like a D.
I mean, if you could have count my half of
Yes.
Erica, then you know.
Yeah,
Pass though.
Right.
yeah, 3.5.
Give her that. Give her that.
There it is.
But off that, I want you to leave us off with some inspiration. You know, it ain't gotta be a poem. It ain't gotta be a word. You know, whatever on your heart. Let the people know.
What? Let the people know something. I might as well do a poem.
Hey, say no more.
At least a piece of one, right?
That's good.
Dang.
Don't make me cry.
I'm not gonna make you cry.
Get the tissue.
Should you take care? Okay. That's long though. That's 4 minutes, and your phone might die. So.
Yo, I
I
like
think I'm good.
I like her.
Real. reality ain't real no more. Real ain't reality because we act like we don't feel no more, but we will never be the realest if we don't present ourselves the clearest. Stop with the filters and show that we're ill. Ill like sick because our smiles of medicine only hide the symptoms like an egg over a chicken. If we keep flicking our wrist, our scars will eventually show. Band-aids and bruises, bumps, cuts, we're losing, but we turn off our scoreboard so nobody sees our gameplays really ain't producing. See, results we're far from it. And it results in a log in our eye growing bigger in size with the fruit in our branches shrivel and die, but we rather not hear that. I mean, we rather not listen. See, we can be real with everyone else, telling them how they're lacking and where they're missing, but we fail to be real with ourselves. We've got so much to say when it comes to anyone else, but when it comes to us, we front perfected. Then go home to our infected reflections, sitting in uncorrected depressions to plan out tomorrow's impressions. Or should I say oppressions? Because our discretion and lack of confession causes a disconnection within ourselves. It's war of the mind. It's the tears that we cry. It's the years that we fight and all the years that we try. It's trying to make sense of whatever's keeping us guessing. It is strengthening grip for all of this life's new lessons. It is identifying emotions you were never trained to cope with. It is finding hope in what left you wide open. It is one shot, two shot. How many can you take? It is misturn and roadblock to let's find another way. Hard urgencies and uncertainties, our capacities for life tragedies. It can serve you overload or victory. Dear Parker Hennessy, it's being overtaken by what ain't shaking. It is that broken record on your brain's playlist. Get it out. Scream it loud before grown legions take you down, robbing you of everything that is for you now. Like ticks and leeches, it'll take the blood of all that brings life to dreaming. But why not retire what keeps you laying sleepless when you have power to take what you need to really push through? So pause to take care of your mental health before it takes care of you.
That's how you end off the show.